here we go. I am watching two title deciders this weekend. The first here in the Championship. Falkirk could win the Championship this weekend if they win tonight and results go their way. And Arbroath could win the league if they win here today against Stenhousemuir. Scottish football at its finest.
So to quickly outline what is on the line this weekend. Friday night, Falkirk could put themselves in the driving seat to win the Championship. That will mean back-to-back promotions from League One to the Prem. They need to beat Ayr United on the Friday night and hope that Livingston don't match their result. Moving over to League One, Arbroath, who were a few minutes away from Premiership football themselves a couple of years ago, could win League One this weekend with a win over Stenhousemuir. A home win against a team in third and they win the league. Remember, the Championship and the League One don't have a split. Everyone plays each other 4 times and all teams play 36 games.
What a place to start this vlog. So spring is here, and where better to start this video than here by the sea in Ayr. And it's tonight's game that's really probably the biggest of the two. We've got Falkirk, who are going for back-to-back promotions. It's quite amazing, really. We've got Scott Brown Ayr United, who are having a great season themselves. They're not going to want to concede the league basically here at home tonight to Falkirk, although there's still stuff to happen tomorrow that means Falkirk could win it. But if Falkirk do win today, it's basically done. But Ayr, they're pushing for playoffs themselves. They're trying to finish up as high as possible that they can. But yeah, right now, look at this. What a view this is. We've got Ayr today, and we've got another place starting with A tomorrow, Arbroath. Really, it's Falkirk and Arbroath that we are focusing on today in this video. As much as Ayr and Stenny, both in the playoffs actually, both have a massive part to say in this video and in this season in general. This video really is focused on Falkirk and Arbroath, who could have very historic weekends in the histories of their football clubs. One of the most impressive parts of this place right now is all the development that they've been doing here at Ayr. You've got all this nice new kind of like bar area, and in the sun it looks incredible. And here's the stand that we'll probably be in today, and then the other side is the new stand that we've covered before. We've done the hospitality in there, so always enjoy coming to Ayr. How impressed are you with the developments that you've seen at Ayr United? Like the bar behind us, this part here, and then the stand and everything else.
Fantastic. It's a revolution compared to what we've had in previous years. The previous chairman kept the club afloat with his finances, without a doubt, but the investment with Dave Smith's been second to none.
And you don't see it too much in the Championship, do you, that kind of development for clubs?
I think the difference is that Dave Smith's an Ayr United supporter, and he's put his money where his mouth is, if you like.
Means a lot to him, yeah.
And he's very, very quickly, I think it was 9 months for the first foundation getting laid here at the hub, to it being built in 1 year and 1 day.
Yeah, it was quick, wasn't it? Yeah, it was rapid, so fair play. And so speaking of the Championship, and obviously Ayr are kind of leading the way in terms of the development of the facilities, leading the Championship right now, opposition today, Falkirk.
Yep.
How impressed have you been with them this season?
They've been very good. They're a good side, good footballing side. They knock the ball about well. I'll be honest, what's annoyed me is the BBC love in for them, because the BBC appear not to be able to see past them. It might be fruition that it happens that they've been the best team.
It's quite the story, isn't it? They've come from League One and they've steamrolled through again.
But they came with good momentum.
Yeah, they
were unbeaten for a season.
Falkirk could win the league this weekend.
Yeah.
If they beat Ayr and other results go their way. Do you think that will happen?
I hope not.
Now we're getting towards like playoffs and trophy days and leagues getting decided. I'm so buzzing to be back covering Scottish football. We've been in different countries a lot this year, but look, here we are back at a Championship game. Alex Griffin.
Hello.
He's here at his first
Scottish
Championship match of all time. And he's pitch side. Look at that.
Hello.
He smashed it.
How have I fluked this?
So for anyone who doesn't know, you're Ipswich's second most famous fan.
Yeah, after Ed Sheeran.
Behind Ed Sheeran. And then also you've took Rangers to your heart as well. You were at the Bilbao game last night. How was that?
It was crazy. A little bit hungover. I had a few drinks.
Nice.
But
It's got to be done.
I do love it up here, and
Buckfast?
Yeah, I did attempt to drink a bottle.
Yeah, nice bottle of Bucky's got to be done on a European night.
I know. It was mental. The atmosphere was crazy, and I mean, you would have probably seen clips on social media. What an atmosphere! What a fan base! What a club!
Speaking of atmosphere and fans and stuff, how do you reckon it'll be tonight?
I've heard good things, mate. Obviously, Falkirk top of the league. I think they've probably secured promotion, so I think they're bringing 2,500 fans. I was speaking to a Falkirk fan outside, and mate, it's going to be good.
It's going to go off.
It's going to go off.
Another big game here today. Saw you obviously against Dunfermline recently. How are you feeling going into the last couple of weeks of the
Hopefully
season?
the same result against the fair, especially if you keep coming back. It'd be much appreciated if we're winning games. But
I know, got a good record here.
It's been a good season so far. Obviously Falkirk, fantastic team. They've done really well this season. They deserve to be where they are. And for us, it's a huge game because there's a possibility they can win the league. So for us, we need to make sure that we manage to maintain ourselves, but also play in a positive way that we have done in the past. But also the fans to be part of it is a huge thing for us because they drive us on non-stop.
And obviously with Falkirk, they could win the league this weekend. You obviously won't want them to, so they have to win here today and then results have to go their way tomorrow. But how has it been coming up against them? What are they like to play against?
Yeah, they're a good footballing team. John's done really well with them, and they've came through the leagues. They've been together for 3-4 years now, and they know each other really well. And there's not been too much turnaround in our squad, which has obviously brought that together in this as well. We went 2-0 up against them at Falkirk and a couple of mistakes, but at the same time we've managed to win here 5-2 as well. So for us, we've been a little bit hit and a miss. The first game of the season against them, we were very disappointed with the performance. We understand our game plan, but for us, bounced back really well.
How has the season gone? Because been absolutely flying. League One last season as well.
Yeah, it's been really good. I think we were quietly confident that we could have a sort of good impact on the league at the start of the year, and we've managed to do that. Still not achieved anything yet, so feet are firmly planted on the floor until we hopefully get over the line. So no, it's gone really well, sort of exceeded expectations.
Yep. How important was the momentum from last season? Unbeaten in League One, and you were unbeaten for a large part this season, weren't you, going into it?
Yeah, I think we spoke about that as well at the start of the year in terms of building on that momentum. It's difficult to find in football, that confidence, and we managed to keep a lot of the group similar. So it's been really good. I think the boys deserve huge amounts of credit. I think the step up is really difficult, and we've had some challenging moments, but we've always sort of bounced back well from defeats and things like that. So no, it's been.
Yeah, I feel like with a few of your defeats, everyone was like, "This is their time now. They're gonna have a bit of a turn." But it never really happened, did it? You have kept up your form all season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've lost back-to-back games this year, which is something that it's difficult because some of these games are really difficult. But we've got a great characters in the group, real good togetherness. The gaffer's built an incredible culture, so yeah, it's been good.
So if you win tonight and Livy drop points tomorrow, you win the league. Is there anything planned with the lads? If you do win today, you're gonna
no, of course
sit around
not.
and watch the scores coming in tomorrow?
No, do you know what? If I'm being honest with you, I think we've tried to really guard against it, because I think we're going into that Livingston game. Everyone was talking about, you win there, is it over? And that might have crept in.
There you go. Enjoying the hospitality up in that stand.
Started early. No, I think it maybe crept in a wee bit, and it probably spooked us a wee bit when we lost at Livy that night, just to see how close these teams are still to us. So, no, there's actually not been any of that. It's this
Consummate professional.
Yeah, of course.
Love it. You could win the league this weekend if it all goes well. How do you feel about the season?
Very good, considering that we thought playoffs would be a good achievement at the start of the season. So
Yes, you were League One last season.
Yeah.
When McGlynn first came in, did you ever imagine in 2 years you'd be in the Premiership?
not a chance. No.
And do you reckon that you'll do well in the Premiership next season?
It'll be a lot tougher, but I think if we get the recruitment right, then everything should hopefully go to plan and stay up. But
You can do it. And who's been your favourite Falkirk player this season?
Probably Brad Spencer.
Brad Spencer, for you?
Calvin Miller.
Who's your favourite Falkirk player?
Nicky Hogarth.
Yeah, me too.
A few recognisable faces from when I was at Maybole. You're up here for the Ayr game tonight. What do you think the atmosphere should be like tonight?
Should be electric.
It's usually a good atmosphere here at Ayr anyway, but with Falkirk.
Expect 5,000 or 6,000 in it, which is a good crowd for Ayr.
Are you happy with the way the season's gone for Ayr?
Aye, very. I would say Scott Brown's done a good job when he come in. As we said there, maybe fell away the last couple of weeks a wee bit, but he's still doing well. So.
Yeah, he's a big name, a lot to prove, but he seems to have done it at this level as well. And how impressed have you been with Falkirk, who are close to becoming champions now?
They've been good as well. They've been brilliant.
Do you reckon they'll do all right in the Premiership?
I think they will.
I think if they go up,
Especially if they keep Scott Arfield. He's been
Yeah,
brilliant since he
true.
come back.
Yeah, he has been. Loving that t-shirt. Is that the Scott Arfield? That's got to be a fairly new t-shirt, that, right?
It's a new t-shirt.
How happy are you with what Scott Arfield's done? Like coming in, the goals, like it's unbelievable.
Absolutely delighted.
He must love Falkirk as well. Started his career there, he's going to end it there maybe as well. How do you reckon you'll do next year in the Premiership?
I think we'll struggle. Need some experience in the team, right? We might stay up, but I think we'll struggle.
And do you think you'll win it this weekend, the Championship?
I'd rather win it next weekend at the stadium.
You smashed that, mate. You are a legend.
Scoring goals is a Falkirk side. I can't believe that Ayr have ultras.
Yeah, ultras behind the goal over there. Falkirk ultras behind that goal there.
Mate, it's unbelievable.
What do you think of the atmosphere so far?
Mate, it's building up.
Good buzz in the air.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. Incredible. I'm lost for words, mate. I didn't realise how good the atmosphere would be tonight. I didn't know what to expect.
Beautiful sunny day.
Really
a lot on the
impressed.
line.
Very impressed.
I can't let you come to Scotland and not try the pies. Come on.
I know.
Let's do it before it gets busy at half time. We might as well just do it now. Let's hope nothing happens early in the game. You alright?
Back again.
Back
Did you
again.
just enjoy it that much last night?
Exactly. Yeah. It's this man's first ever Scottish Championship game today.
So, if
What can you
we
recommend him?
lose, it's your fault.
Thinking a steak.
I would. That's definitely my favourite. I mean, we've got a special this week that's chicken and haggis, but I know it's a wee hit and a miss with that.
It's Scottish, I'm feeling the haggis.
Yeah.
I know, I don't mind haggis.
The steak is lovely. That's definitely my favourite, but it's.
Any moment.
We're going to miss a goal.
Oh, I'm scared every time. Right, why don't we go for when you get a steak, I'll get a chicken haggis. And can I have a coffee, please?
Yeah.
And do you want a drink?
I'll have water,
And
actually.
water as well, please. Haggis in a pie, mate.
Unreal.
It's been quite an even game so far. End to end, a few chances each, but you, after yesterday, need a goal.
I need a goal. I can't see another 0-0.
Comes all this way to Scotland and gets 2-0.
No, there's going to be a goal.
You called him out, didn't you, earlier in the game? You're like, he's a tidy player, him, and he's just popped up with that. Unbelievable.
Wow.
What a strike.
Mate, behind that goal has gone off.
It's
That
been
is
crazy.
mental.
And obviously that's Falkirk, so they're looking like they're champions again. There you go. They're singing it already. There we go, it's half time. Absolutely banging football match so far. Right, we're going to change position.
Right. It's half time, is it?
Half time.
Blimey, that was a quick one.
What do you think of the game so far?
Mate, it's been amazing. I didn't even see the goal going there.
Oh mate, it was a good strike, wasn't it? It was a good strike.
The start wasn't the best.
And what have you made of Falkirk's season?
Falkirk's season's been unreal, mate. It's Scott Arfield.
Oh, Scott
It's the
Arfield's been
guy.
amazing.
He's
Who's
the
your
man.
favourite Falkirk player? Arfield, it has to be. He's a legend. Pandemonium. How's it going, mate? You alright? Mate, look at this fan we've moved around this half. We are now in the terrace here. Look at this. I've not been in this terrace before for a game. I've obviously been around the stadium quite a lot, but we were all the way over there in the first half, and now we're here, stood up with the Ayr fans. And Falkirk are now on the verge of back-to-back promotions. Right, mate, what have you thought of this start? We watched the first half, sitting over there, second half standing.
Yeah, very different. Not the most exciting half.
The football's been great second half.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to end 1-0, mate.
Spoiling the Falkirk Champions Party. It will happen next week for them anyway, in their home game, which I guess most fans want. This is why Scottish Championship football's the best. You get great access, and look,
I know.
After the game, boom, you can touch the pitch. Look at that. The hallowed turf of Ayr United. He loves it, he loves it. But what do you make of the stadium? Because this bit's new, we got old terracing as well.
Mate, it's actually a really nice stadium.
Would you recommend people from England coming to
Definitely, yeah.
this ground?
It's definitely surprised me. I definitely exceeded my expectations. Atmosphere tonight was incredible, and I know it was a big game. I know it was a title decider, and you know what, Falkirk have got a point tonight, and I think their fans would have probably took that at the start before the game started. I think,
and then they can, depending on how results go tomorrow, they still could win it.
Yeah.
I think but now
so
they can win it
ahead.
next week.
They're
They
so
can win it
far-
next week
yeah,
at home.
That's what I mean. So I think Falkirk fans will probably be happy with that
Yeah.
result. But yeah, good evening, mate, and it's nice to spend it with you.
1-1 draw here tonight. You're on the cusp of back-to-back titles, league titles. How do you feel?
A little bit frustrated because obviously we were winning the game up until the last minute or so. So a little bit disappointed, but I thought it was a great advert for Championship football. I thought both teams gave it everything. The whole 22 players that were on the pitch gave it absolutely everything from start to finish. I thought there was a lot of good football played in both teams. Great opportunities taken, goalkeepers making saves, both goalkeepers made saves throughout the game. Good opportunities. Was really pleased with our first half performance, excellent first half performance, and a really good goal to get us in front. Second half, we come under a bit of pressure, managed to defend most things. When we didn't defend them, Nicky managed to save them, but unfortunately one cross came in too many, and at the other end we were a little bit careless. Calvin's got a great opportunity. Thought Calvin was outstanding in the first half. I thought it was different class. Him and Keelan Adams down the right hand side, so no having to go at Calvin because he's been flying. But it was a great opportunity to put us two ahead, and then Big Barney's had a great opportunity as well, a header. He scores with the same time he header last week, maybe not quite the same, but a similar situation. And if he puts that in again, it gets us a second goal, and we're probably walking about here with 3 points rather than just the one.
And just finally on the fans, I've asked you a few times this season about them. There was almost a 50-50 split in here today. There was like 2,500 Falkirk fans here.
I thought there would be about, if we didn't have even more fans than United fans, because we thought we'd have 2,500 here, and they're amazing, absolutely amazing. Great noise, great atmosphere.
Anyway, we are here at Somerset Park at the end of the game. We've interviewed Scott Brown, Cole Donaldson and John McGlynn. Big names on the channel tonight. And tomorrow we're going to Arbroath. So will League One be decided tomorrow? Let's find out. Welcome to Arbroath, one of the most historically significant places in all of Scotland. If you didn't know, this is where Scotland declared their independence from England on the 6th of April 1320, as it says on this statue behind me. In 1707, we got you back, we reunited. Maybe in 2020 something or 2030 something, you'll go your own way again, and then maybe another 300, 400 years, we'll get you back again. Anyway, I love Scotland, I'm from England, interesting to come and visit this before we see Arbroath potentially win the league today. Arbroath's looking sunny, it's looking beautiful, the fans are already out in the pubs enjoying what could be a joyous occasion for them. Just through this park, along from the Declaration of Independence statue, we have this World War I and World War II memorial, and then we have the Arbroath Stadium just there, and obviously the sea. I'm sure this is the closest stadium to the sea in all of Europe. Arbroath on a sunny day, the camper vans just descend, and there's the stadium right there. We've got a League One title decided today. There's going to be fans, action, we're by the sea. Just life does not get better than watching football in Scotland on a sunny day when there's so much on the line. I tell you how it can get better though.
Ewan West, Chairman of Arbroath Football Club.
What do days like today mean to you and the football club?
Massive for the football club. Obviously we got relegated last year, and to give ourselves an opportunity to come straight back up with 4 games to go, absolutely massive for the players, the management team, most importantly the supporters. So yeah, big day for the football club, and hopefully we'll manage to win and get us over the line.
And it's a 5:30 kickoff today, so by the time the game finishes it should be dark and the floodlights will be on. Do you think that will add to the atmosphere? How many people do you think will be here?
Well, I think we'd be 2,500 maybe, and yeah, when any game under the lights always adds a bit of something to the game, and yeah, no, looking forward to it.
How come I've left the stadium and I'm back up the hill with the War Memorial? Well, who's been the player of the season?
Fraser Taylor. Yeah, Fraser Taylor's been unbelievable. Yeah.
Becky and Rob up from England.
Absolutely.
Palace fans.
Yep.
But now Arbroath
We are
for
today,
the last
yep.
20, 25 years.
Yep.
Could you just explain to everybody why you support Arbroath?
Yep. It was a holiday that started the fascination.
Yeah.
And a dislike of the English Premier League, followed by a love of this when we've been up here.
Yeah.
And we've just sort of become full-time Arbroath and part-time
We were talking
Palace.
about it off camera, weren't we? How sterile
were.
the Premier League's become. If you buy a ticket, you have to sit in that one seat. The atmospheres aren't quite what they were. You can't tackle anymore because of VAR. You come here, you can stand anywhere you want.
We also think that a 1,200-mile round trip to come here is cheaper than going to Palace for the day.
Well, yeah, to be fair, it probably
when
is.
you add it all up with the ticket prices down there and the food prices and everything.
And would you say you have a better experience in the Scottish
100%.
Championship, or Scottish League One this is now?
It's not even questionable, is it?
No,
It's
not at all.
fantastic.
Not at all. Everybody up here, we've been here twice and we feel like we've been coming here for years because everybody's excited when they see us.
Yeah, nice. It's a good family feel, isn't it? Scottish Lower League.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Really is.
Right, look at this. The game's about to start, and I think Stenny must have won the toss because we've got to change ends. One of them classic moments where, yeah, the teams have got to change. Like you can see the keeper going from one end to the other, and there's a mass exodus of fans. Everybody's heading round this way, so let's join them. Look at this. Chance! Oh! Chance within a few seconds. They've now made their way right around to that side, the ultras. The majority of them anyway. Look, people are still on their way around. About 5 minutes into the game here. So the ultras are making their way back around. Look.
This way, yeah.
Yeah. Are we getting towards the end of this half already, are we?
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes away.
Yeah, it's not been a great half of football so far. So that goal was right on the stroke half time then? Yeah. Must have been like literally in stoppage time. It's Stanton who scored. Yes. Formerly of Raith Rovers. And now they've got 45 minutes to hang on. And the league is theirs.
Championship, here we come.
Floodies are on for the second half. A goal at the end of the first half and at the start of the second. Unbelievable. Arbroath on the verge of winning the league here now. As you can hear, Stanton again. He was so good at Raith last year. They're destroying Stenny now. 4-0 after quite a boring first half up until the goal. Arbroath have just gone mental now. Do you think this is the best place to watch a game of football in Scotland? Especially stood here. Look at that. Yeah. We've got the sea over there. Football right there. Yeah. Can't beat it, can you? Yeah. Legend. Thank you. There we go. Arbroath are champions and the pitch invasion has begun. Right, nice one, mate. All the best. Thanks for watching the videos, mate. Everyone's so much here now, bro. You heading over, mate? Yeah, you'll look at. It's got to be done. Only just made it. Here we go. We got a pitch invade, and we're on. Well done, mate. Well done, boys.
The thing is, it's like the younger fans are just so used to this, and we'd wait for years to get a first trophy. I suppose, yeah. How you doing, mate? You alright, man? How's it feel to be on the pitch? Champions?
Brilliant. I'm actually a Rangers fan. I'm from Arbroath, so I like to see them do well.
Yeah, mate, they've done well this season.
Unbelievable.
How do you reckon they'll do in the championship?
Well, the last time before we got relegated, we were really good. So
yeah, 5 years
with
up
the
there.
players we've got, if we can keep a couple, if we can get that Fraser Taylor even on loan again, he's a big difference.
Yeah, he was good today. Yeah.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
How does it feel then, lads? Champions of League One.
Brilliant. I can't say anything.
How do you reckon you'll do next season?
We'll win it again.
You'll win it again. Back-to-back promotions like Falkirk.
Yep.
Come on!
Do you know what? This might be the first SPFL pitch I was ever on. I can't remember now. It's been so long. It's been so many years since we've been doing this. But I'm sure I walked in the centre circle.
tries!
How do you reckon you'll do next season?
Oh, we're going to get relegated. Who cares?
You came all the way from London. Why is that then?
To watch Arbroath because they're the best Scottish team in the world.
Smokies and wine, ho ho! Ho! Smokies and wine! Smokies and wine, ho ho! Ho!
Anyway, what I was going to say, before I get interrupted then, was... Am I ever going to get these words out? Is I think this is the first pitch I ever went on in the SPFL, and now it's kind of come full circle where we are on the pitch on the day they won the league. Yes, mate. How was that, lads?
Come on, Arbroath!
Come on, Arbroath!
Come on, the bro!
This is what football's all about today, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing. Like honestly, this is what it's all about. Like every week, we're on the task bus. We're at away Annan next week. We're at 9:30 next week.
Yeah, getting up early, going all up and down the country. Yeah.
It doesn't get any better.
And it's not always easy being a football fan of a team at this level in Scotland.
We went to Queen's Park. We were losing 6-0. We were losing Wraith Rovers 5-0.
Yeah. But it's all worth it for these moments where it's a nice sunny day like this.
Beautiful.
Winning the league.
Very rare.
Yeah, it is in Arbroath. Yeah, I don't haven't seen it like this in Arbroath. Who's been your player of the season?
Probably got to be Fraser Taylor.
Fraser Taylor. You're not going to say he was standing right there?
John Gallagher.
Yes, nice. I like it. Mate, we're on the pitch. The fans are all here. How special is this moment for you and the rest of the lads?
I think, see, the thing about it is where we were a month into the season, we'd lost 4-5 in the bounce. I think.
You were bottom of the league, weren't you?
Oh, dramatically bottom of the league, yeah. So to turn it around in the fashion that we have, it's more than winning the league. I think it's just the spirit of the dressing room.
Yeah,
the guys that are there. Not to be too romantic about it, but it's been a real, a real sort of testament to what the chemistry in there. I know that sounds daft, a bit FIFA adjacent, but it's just been a great year. So
you need that, don't you? You need all the lads to be together.
I mean, I've just turned 30 this year, so I played long enough in systems, not so much systems, but dressing rooms where it just doesn't click, and you don't have that drive for whatever reason for each other. But just, I didn't think, turn the Christmas, I didn't think we ever wouldn't win the league. I know
how much is that chemistry down to the co-managers then?
Huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Because they came in and seemed to have changed.
And that isn't anything to do with Jim. I think we were just in a bad place. But so many boys were injured. It was just we were just off the back of a really difficult year, and I think that he suffered for that, probably really unfairly. But I think that the way Hammy and Goldie have conducted themselves this year is just unbelievable, and they've got such a great future ahead of them, and I think they deserve probably more credit than anyone.
So they're player managers as well, aren't they? Does that mean they get 2 medals each? One for being a player, one for being a manager?
Well,
or?
If it's 2 medals, it's 2 bonuses, so they better be putting that in the kitty.
Of course. True. So there'll be a big party tonight, I take it?
We are. There's rumours that we're loitering about Arbroath and Dundee, and then we have been pressuring the chairman in the dressing room to take us away this summer. So
I think you deserve it. Nice one.
And by the way, so that.
Enjoy, mate. Legend.
Thank you.